Leo sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Leos starting today, the 20th of December, 2023. I am reading with this beautiful Keymaster Tarot, and I've already purified with this Vervain by Panier des Sens. You can find links to purchase these products right in the video description of this very video on my YouTube channel. I'm going to do a lot of shuffling right now for about 2 minutes or so, and if you don't want to watch that and listen to all my blab, you can use the timestamp in the video description if you're watching this on a restream to skip through that. Like I said, this is a reading for all Leos, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. And so if you're listening to this and it doesn't seem to apply to you, remember it goes out to a lot of Leos, so it may not be meant for you. In that case, check out the Zodiac readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, and you can find all of those restreams easily on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right in the main menu. I don't read with card reversals, so I will flip cards right side up if they come out reversed. It's just how I like to read. Some people get a little nervous when they see that because they're not used to it, but it's just how I like to read. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. And if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. We have a shop at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. This is an affiliate store, which means we make a small commission off of each and every sale. It's a fun and easy way to give our channel some support. Another way to support us is with a donation, and you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga. paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're watching live on YouTube, you could use a super sticker or super chat, or on a restream, you could use a super thanks. We do appreciate your support, but mostly what we appreciate, Leo, is that you are here with us today for this 2-week reading. So I think I have about 1 or 2 more shuffles here. Let's do 2 just for good measure. And then I'll give this deck a nice clean cut. And we will see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous Leos. 2-week reading starting today, the 20th of December, 2023. We're starting out with an 8 of coins, an 8 of clubs or wands, and a King of Swords. So it's Mercury and the King of Swords. Sounds like a band, Mercury and the King of Swords. Playing. We just opened for Hootie and the Blowfish. No, so Mercury shows up in so many different ways because that's the nature of Mercury. Mercury has so many different facets. That's why they call that quality being mercurial. So on one hand here, we've got this Mercury card that's talking about keeping your attitude high, this 8 of coins. And then we've got this one here, this 8 of clubs or wands, which is talking about things ending quickly. And then we've got this King of Swords over here, which is talking about you having kind of a... The King of Swords is a problem. Let's just talk about him. He's my least favorite, one of my least favorite cards. This is a personality, a facet that's dormant in every human being, no matter what. And it can get activated easily. And when it gets activated, Leo, it can be either a temper that we have to deal with. Scorched earth is a very typical thing of the King of Swords. And the King of Swords has no compassion, has no empathy, doesn't care about anything except for being right, and is fine with not being happy as long as he's right. And when we get kind of possessed by this personality facet, we don't recognize what it is until later when we have to go clean up the mess. So the King of Swords is one of those cards where you really want to count to 10 before you react to things. Because in the moment you think that you're very justified. In the moment you think you're so right. In the moment you think that you don't care about anything else but being in that swordsy experience. But when the dust settles and you've, hurt people, then you got to go make amends. Or the other thing you do is just keep the King of Swords alive and double down on how right you were. And then you start making people not like you, right? So this is not unique to Leo. Obviously, we all go through this, but this is potentially up for you. It's not up for you now, but it's potentially up for you in this next couple weeks. But you don't have to bite that apple. You don't have to bite that bait. You can say no to that, but it's going to take some work on your part. We're going to open the cards up, and it'll probably give you some very concrete ideas about how to handle this, so that you're not stuck in that, because it's a horrible place to be, and we've all been there. And I don't think it's not necessary, and I don't think many of you are going to have to go down that road. But sometimes just being aware of it is enough to avoid it. Okay, so this attitude here that I was talking about, it's really important, and it looks like you have seen the benefits of keeping that attitude high, Leo. It seems like the more gratitude you've had in the past, the more things have worked out for you. Now things are coming to an end. A lot of things are coming to an end quickly, and sometimes just the idea of endings is enough to make you upset or nervous or whatever. And that upset and that nervousness, that fearfulness, is fertile ground for this King of Swords to come up. So just be aware that endings aren't necessarily negative. Endings are just completion. And there's a lot of things in your life that are completing themselves right now. So learn to bless those things rather than be afraid of them. Bless the completion and know that as something completes, that means that something even better is going to start. That's this attitude that you need to have. When you can get these two Mercury cards to work in tandem, boy, what a great thing, rather than being at odds with each other. So for instance, if you have something that's ending that you're afraid, like maybe a relationship is ending, or the form of a relationship is ending. Maybe somebody's moving away. I'm not saying that that's happening, but just say that that's how this manifests. Somebody's moving away. Somebody that is really important to you, and they're moving away. It's up to you to say, well, how can I, without discounting what I'm feeling, obviously, but how can I also add to that a positive attitude? How can I wish them the best? How can I be happy for them? And how can I be excited for the next phase of my life that's going to happen in the space that they were taking in this life, right? Because the universe doesn't like a vacuum. So when one thing moves away or is removed or ends, something else is going to take its place. So your attitude is going to help determine what that is. You don't want the King of Swords active during that, because then that's what you're conjuring to take the place of that. So it's really important that you keep your attitude high and be aware of this. Just be aware of it. Then you got the other king on the other side, King of Cups. This is a total polar opposite, and this is where you've been. Then the Page of Cups, that's beautiful. And then the Knight of Wands. This is great. So this is telling you that, you have, it's the tale of two kings, basically. The King of Swords or the King of Cups. And they are polar opposites. One is master of spiritual matters, master of the heart, master of all things benevolent, versus this King of Swords, which is just scorched earth. What can I do to destroy? What can I do to be mean and cruel, right? And when you're in the midst of the King of Swords experience, you don't think that it's mean and cruel until you look back, because if you knew it was mean and cruel, you would decide against it. So the King of Swords isn't going to be particularly honest with you in the moment. It's just going to say, yeah, you're right, go for it, you're right, and get you all up into that. But the King of Cups is usually all about truly being right. Not right in a situation, but right spiritually. Righteous is the word that they would use in the Psalms. And the King of Cups is what you've been working on for so long, and you've done really well with it. So you want to keep that active. A lot of times it seems like the universe tests us, and that's not really what's happening. It seems as though things are going well. We are doing well. We're doing well with our spirituality. We're doing well with all kinds of good things in our life. And then it seems like there's some sort of something that comes into our life to test us, to see if we can keep that going, or if we fall into something bitter and cruel or violent or bad. And it's not that the universe is testing us. It's just that we have a self-destructive tendency. And that ego mind that is programmed to self-destruct doesn't want you happy, doesn't want you successful. It wants to destroy that. So it's not that the universe is testing you. It's that our own ego mind is saying, no, I don't care that you've worked for this. I don't care that this makes you happy. I don't want you happy. I want you unsuccessful. I want you to know how alone and separate and bad you are as a person. And I'm going to do whatever it takes for you to learn that. Well, that ego mind can only work if we give it permission. Those are thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. And you have all choice, Leo, as to what kind of thoughts you want to think. And so when those thoughts come up, you need to count to 10 before you respond to them and realize, I get it. This is a self-destructive tendency that I'm just going to say no to. I'm not going to go down that road. I'm not going to get all upset. I'm not going to get all furious or whatever, or destructive in any way. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to acknowledge what I'm feeling. I'm not going to suppress anything, but I'm not going to act on that, because I understand it for what it is. It's just my own self-destructive tendencies that I have power over, because I'm a spiritual master. And that's what this King of Cups says, you as the spiritual master. So then this Page of Cups is good news. No wonder the King of Cups is so upset. The King of Cups hates good news. I mean, King of Cups, King of Swords. The King of Swords is so upset because it hates good news. Hates good news. Wants to destroy good news. Wants to annihilate good news. Well, this good news has no end to it. And it's the center point of your reading. You see how it crowns your reading here? The kind of good news that this is must be received in silence. So the more you can sit in silence, you don't have to sit in silence all day, but the more frequently, like once or twice a day, that you can sit in silence and just receive the wisdom of what this good news is, the more you are immune to these ego tendencies to want to destroy it. Now, this Knight of Wands is talking about assistance that is available to you. And this is assistance not only to overcome the tendencies to indulge in the King of Swords, but this is also assistance in replacing whatever is ending with something better. So learning how to bless whatever is ending in your life so that you can receive something even better in its place, and recognizing that you have a lot of help available to you to really build whatever that is. It's an exciting time for you, and it's a wonderful time for you. Don't let that King of Swords destroy it, because that's all he wants to do. But remember, he has no power except for if you indulge in it. It's the power of decision that you have, whether or not to let the King of Swords have its way, or whether to have the King of Cups have its way. Either way, you're going to have things ending and things beginning. Things are coming to a close, and then new things are coming in to take their place. It's all about keeping your attitude high, listening to the good news, and receiving the assistance that is going to determine what is taking the place of the things that are ending. Don't let the King of Swords fill it with its nonsense, because then you're just going to have to take all that time to undo all of the mistakes that makes for you, right? So making very, very clear-cut decisions that you're going to stop and not react over these next couple weeks, and wait until you get that real nice guidance to move forward with something, and not to allow anger or resentment or any of those poisonous, toxic ideas of the King of Swords to hook you into action that you will regret later. And I don't think you're going to take that bait. I really don't. It looks like you're too strong, but just knowing that it's there makes a lot of difference sometimes. You're doing very, very well, Leo. you've come a long way, and you've got a long way that you can still go. And it looks like you just need to realize that these things that are ending, they are making way for something even better. Even better. So just keep that in mind, keep that attitude high. You're going to do so well. Thank you for spending some time with me. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much to Heather and Shirley for moderating, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, Leo. Much love and many, many blessings.